facing an enemy and you don't know what to do? Are you scared because of the battle that is in front of you? Are you scared because you feel like you are at a loss and the enemy is greater than you are? Well, today I'm here to show you how to face an enemy and look them squarely in the face, knowing that victory is yours. LYLSS Fam, welcome to Let Your Light So Shine. My name is Monica and I'm so glad you're here with me today. My topic for today is how to face an enemy. Are you facing an enemy and you don't know what to do? Are you scared because of the battle that is in front of you? Are you scared because you feel like you are at a loss and the enemy is greater than you are? Well, today I'm here to show you how to face an enemy and look them squarely in the face, knowing that victory is yours. My passage for today is Deuteronomy 7 verses 17 to 21. Please get your Bibles and let us read this passage together. If you should say in your hearts, "These nations are greater than I, how can I dispossess them?" You shall not be afraid of them, but you shall remember well what the Lord your God did to Pharaoh and to all Egypt, the great trials which your eyes saw, the signs and the wonders, the mighty hand and the outstretched arm, by which the Lord your God brought you out. So shall the Lord your God do to all the peoples of whom you are afraid. Moreover, the Lord your God will send the hornet among them, until those who are left, who hide themselves from you, are destroyed. You shall not be terrified of them, for the Lord your God, the great and awesome God, is among you. That is the passage. It says that you should not be afraid. Don't say to yourself, "These people are mightier than we are." Do not be afraid of them, for the Lord your God is among you. Now, I was telling you that I will show you how to face an enemy. This is the one secret. It is in this chapter, it is in this passage that we read. It says, look back on how God dealt with Pharaoh and all of Egypt. Look at how he saved you and brought you out with an outstretched arm, a mighty hand. It means you should look at past victories. You should look at how God has helped you in the past. Look at those battles, those things that you were up against and it seemed like you were never going to survive. Those things that came against you and you felt that that was your end. But here you are 5 years after. You are doing well, you are excelling, you survived and you're thriving. Here you are, and yet here you are facing another turbulent time. You're facing another battle. You're facing another difficulty. You are facing another enemy. Remember, you have been down this road before. Remember that you have done this with God on your side and you won in the past. Remember that that enemy that came against you 10 years ago, you thought you would not defeat the enemy. You thought that that situation would swallow you. You thought that that would be your end, and you thought that the enemy would have victory over you. But here you are. You conquered. You are a winner. You are a victor. You are an overcomer. That is what the Bible is telling you today. The Bible is telling us to remember how far we have come. The Bible is telling us to remember what God has done for us in the past. The Bible is telling us to reflect on our victories. It's like it's saying, go and look at the mantle, look at the laurels you have won. Remember what it took you to get there. Remember how you went through those difficulties. You went through the waters, it did not swallow you. You went through the fire, it did not consume you. Yet here you are standing tall. Here you are facing another enemy. Here you are winning. Here you are yet again. So don't be afraid. Don't say to yourself, I can't win this. Don't say to yourself, this is the end. Don't say to yourself, this is the biggest enemy I have ever faced. Remember that when you were facing your Goliath, the Goliath of the past, You thought that Goliath was the worst thing you had ever faced. You thought that was mission impossible. You thought you could not overcome, yet you overcame somehow. With God in the picture, you overcame, and you will do it once again. If God did it for you in the past, I need you to believe that he will do it again. He will not fail you. He will not abandon you. He will not leave you to your enemies and their vices and their ploys and plots. God will always be there for you. God will always be there for you. You simply need to call on him. This message is here to give you courage, to say, look, you won that last battle. You won the last battle, you will win again. You will win that victory again. You will get that victory. It is not over. You won in the past, you will win again. Don't stop believing that since you are a victor in the past, you will be a victor today, and you will always be a victor. As long as you have God in the picture, as long as God is there with you, you call on him, you ask him to help you, you ask him to defend you. He is an ever-present help in times of trouble. Why is it called ever-present? It means that trouble will come. It means that turbulence will come. It means that difficult times will come. But that God is always there. He's ever present. No matter what new troubles spring up, no matter what difficulties rear their head, no matter what enemies come up against you, God is always there, ready to defend you, ready to fight for you, ready to give you the victory. So all you need to do is call on God. What is the enemy you're facing? What is that difficulty you're facing? What is that thing you feel is impossible for you to conquer? That is impossible for you to win? Today, this message is telling you that you have won in the past. You have victory in your DNA. You are a child of victory. God has won you the victory. Jesus Christ has won you the victory when he said, "It is finished." Indeed, it is finished, because you have won the victory. Because now you cannot lose. You have God on your side. You have God in your corner. You have God fighting for you. So you cannot lose. You cannot fail. You and God have been through a lot. You and God have won in the past. You and God are the winning team. So do not think that God will give up on you now. God has been with you in the past. He's with you today. He will be with you forever. All you need to do is call on him. All you need to do is believe. All you need to do is go into the battle, knowing that you're coming from a stance of victory, knowing that the victory has been won, knowing that God has given you the victory, and your enemies are going to become your footstool. What is the enemy? Is it illness? Is it another episode of that same chronic illness? Is it that person in your office? Is it this new boss that just came from nowhere and you're like, who is this one? Who is this one trying to ruin my life? Who is this one trying to ruin my career? Is it another betrayal? Ooh, those betrayals hurt. When you feel that this is your person, you feel this is your best friend, you feel this is somebody you can trust, and then the person goes and your heart, and you're like, I can't take another betrayal. I can't do this. It hurts. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. But that's not your first betrayal, is it? How did you survive the first one? How did you survive the previous ones? God. And he's still there for him to help you mend your broken heart. As for that boss, that one that doesn't want to give you peace, they will still transfer your boss. Whether it's out of town, whether it's out of the parastatal, whether it's out of the organization, they will transfer your boss. Somehow you will get your peace. Somehow maybe you would grow to a position where no boss can even boss you around. It's all part of it. God is working on your behalf. God has never left you. He will not start now. He will not forsake you. He will not leave you in despair, especially now that you have an enemy, a new enemy, or maybe it's an old enemy, because some enemies come back. Some enemies come back for round 2 and round 3, but then it's going to be knockout time. It's going to be knockout time for you to knock out your enemies and knock them flat so that they never rise up again. Some old enemies come up, and just the same way God helped you in previous battles, in previous difficult times, He's going to help you again. He is always there. This passage is a passage of hope. This passage is telling you to look back on old achievements, on accomplishments, on victories that God won for you. Look back. Look back at all those things and remember that God won that thing for you in the past. He can do it again. He can do it again. It's not impossible with Him. It is not impossible with God. If He did it in the past, He can do it again. If He did it in the past, He can do it again. Let me say it one more time. If God did it in the past, God can do it again. All you need to do is trust. All you need to do is believe. All you need to do is call on God. Trust and believe that God has got your back. Ask Him to be there for you. Ask Him to show up. That it's time. It's time. One more time, you need to do this. You need to face this old enemy. You need to face this chronic illness. It's another episode. Here it is again. You thought you had fully recovered. Here it is again. Another broken heart. Oh, this heartbreak, you cannot take it. Here's another heartbreak and you don't know how to cope. You don't know how to survive. This friend has turned his or her back on you and you cannot take it. One more betrayal, you don't know how to go on. Here you are fighting for your career and people are competing with you. And you don't know what to do. You have given your all, you have given your best. And they brought somebody from nowhere to come and compete with you. You were top of your class. You were top of your class and here you are competing for a role that you know is rightfully yours, having put all these years into that company. Whatever that challenge is, whatever that difficulty is, whatever the enemy is, look back and see that you have fought this fight before. Whether in the same shape or form, or in a new shape and a new form. But you have fought this fight before and you won. If you didn't win, you won't be here. You have fought this fight before. It's not anything new. It's not anything new. You won in the past. You can win now. You will always win because you have God. So remember that God has got your back. Remember that God has won this battle on your behalf in the past. Remember that God had handed you the victory on a platter. So go back to Him. Go back to Him and invite Him into this new war. Invite Him into this new battle. Invite Him into this new challenge. Invite Him and say, Lord, come, there's a new enemy. You and I have to team up again. Let's do this. Let's win this thing like we won the last time. Come on, Lord, let's do this. Call on God. He's ever present. Don't be scared. Don't be deterred. Don't be worried. Don't fear. That's what this passage is telling us. Say, don't fear. Don't fear. Been there, done that. So why are you scared? Remember the Egyptians? Remember the whole of Egypt and everything they went through, the 10 plagues. And then God completely wiping them out in the Red Sea. You remember all those things? If you remember all those things, then why are you now starting to doubt? Why are you worried? Why are you skeptical? What is the skepticism about? What is the cynicism about? God is still there and He still has the power to help you. He still wants to help you. He is an ever-present help in times of trouble. All you need to do is call and He will come in. He will show up. He will be there and He will fight on your behalf. So do not worry. Do not worry. You know, we're usually told don't look at the past, but this is one time where it is okay to look at the past. In fact, let the past encourage you. Let it spur you on. Let it remind you that you have been down this road before, that this is nothing new. Let it remind you that you have won in the past and you will win again. Let it encourage you and motivate you to go on and to win, because you have DNA, warrior DNA. That's what you have. You have DNA made of battle scars. You have DNA made of victory. You have DNA, overcomer DNA. That's what you have. So because you have overcomer DNA, don't be scared. God is still on your side. God is still working on your behalf. God is still fighting for you. God is still there. All you need to do is call on Him. I hope this message has inspired you to get back in the ring and fight. Fight for what you have. Now, when I say fight, you know I don't mean physical fighting, right? You know I mean a kind of figurative fighting, where you go for what you want, because you know that God has got you, because you know that the competition cannot win, because you have God in your corner, you have God on your side, you have God leading you, charging you on, saying go on, go on, go on, I got you. So whatever it is that you are up against, you know that you need not be afraid, because God has got your back. So I hope you are inspired to keep keeping on. I hope that this has spurred you on to continue with whatever it is that you're facing, knowing that the battle is already won and you are the victor. You are the winner of that battle, and you will never lose as long as you have God on your side. Alright, then this is the much I have for you on this topic. I hope you have been blessed by this message. If you have been blessed by this message, if you have been encouraged, if you have been spurred on, if you have been motivated, please drop your comments below and tell me how this message has spurred you on and encouraged you. Also, if you enjoyed watching this video and you would like to see more of such videos, simply subscribe to this channel. Just click the subscribe button and get subscribed to this channel today. Oh, and by the way, you don't have to pay anything. It is completely 100% free of charge. Also, do not forget to click the notification button so you'll be notified as soon as I update. Please like and share my videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot say thank you enough for watching this video to the very end. I hope you enjoyed every second of it. Wherever you are, whatever you do, let your light so shine. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Please subscribe, click the notification button, like this channel, share our videos, and follow us on social media. Thank you very much.